All right, what's going on, guys? I want to share with you guys an encouraging word. I had a dream last night, and it's just so funny how the Lord comforts me, speaks to me, and uses different circumstances to not only, heal me, grow me, and teach me, but also to encourage you guys as I share personal things. And so I'm going to get a little bit personal, but a lot of people I know in this season, you're struggling with moving forward and healing and just kind of getting over certain people, relationships, maybe friendships, family, and things like that. And so I was reflecting on just a lot of different friends, a lot of relationships, girls and things like that, where I've moved on from, a lot of friends for which, even in this past year, just starting this channel and just speaking out on different topics that not a lot of people agree with, where I lost a lot of friends, I lost a lot of people, and especially with just the struggles I had over the last 3-4 years or so with various girls that I've liked or have liked me back, and just things not working out and things like that. I just was reminded, and the Lord was just I was in prayer last night, and the Lord spoke to me last night in a dream. And one of the ways the Lord speaks to me, and I'm a big dreamer in many ways, and he comforts me through whether it's prophetically or whether it's just in just my spirit and in my soul. The Lord speaks that way to many of us. And so, one of the ways he was just reflecting or allowing me to reflect was through the stream. And so I'll share with you guys the stream and just kind of share the backstory, and then share with you guys just some encouraging words, because a lot of people are struggling with this in your own walk and your own relationship with others. And so, I had a time many years ago where I was pursuing somebody and was getting to know this person, and, basically it just didn't work out, where I was meeting up and texting and just communicating with this person. And at the same time, I was getting over somebody else, and I was moving on from that person. And then when I started to get to know this other person, the first person came back to me and started to like me and pursued me. And so there was like this small window where I had basically a choice between two people, and it was in my eyes going to work out with any of them. And so what ended up happening was that both of them didn't work out. And so this one person, this second person that I was getting to know, basically went on with somebody else, right? And so and both of them went on with somebody else, but this person, quickly got to know somebody, got married and things like that. And I got to know this person and this person's sister in a way. And so I had a dream last night where I was just spending time with these two people, these two sisters. And one of them I had a thing with, but basically it was funny because in the dream, I was like talking, hanging out, and just having a good time with them. And it felt like there was no, previous pain, previous like issues. And the way we ended was, not too good. And the sister also, I, got to know a little bit, but, by association, you have to kind of break it off, right? Because you're tied to your sister. And then basically the two, went on with their lives. I went on with my life. And it was just a sad thing because it was the closest you could have gotten to, something moving forward during that time. And so when that happened, I was heartbroken, went through a tough time and whatnot. But last night, as I was dreaming and just kind of going through this period where the Lord was just showing me how without any pain, without any, preconceived notions, past memories and things like that, how you could catch up, how you can have a good time, and you can just a fellowship with fellow brothers and sisters. And I just had this dream where we were just going through a sequence of conversations, and the two people were on their way somewhere, and I was on my way somewhere. We had some time. We got together at a place and was just talking. And it just felt like we were in a place where there was, no pain, no, past memories, any judgment, and any of these things that were between us. And as we, went through the process of this dream, after I woke up, it was just so vivid to me. And the Lord was just reminding me that there's a place, heaven, which, after we pass away, there won't be any of this, awkwardness. You won't have any of these, past grudges or memories and things like that. And especially even on this earth, you hope a lot of times that at some point in the future, you can reconcile you can get together, have a chat and things like that. But it's not possible, right? So you have a past crush, you have somebody that hurt you, maybe, or whatever it is in your past history with somebody, for which as you grow and even if time passes, it's hard to get over something. It's hard to be completely normal with somebody, especially if they get married, it's an ex, it's whatever it is, right? And so the only way you can really fully move on and heal from it is in heaven, when we're all just not married. We're all just one body, new beings, fresh slate, and so many things. And you have, in some sense, your memory and your association from earth, but you're also just clean from everything. You're healed, you're renewed, you have all these, you're 100% love and grace, you're 100% just mercy, you're 100% just Christ-likeness, right? And so there's going to be a time where in heaven, where we look back, you might have something as crazy as somebody murdering your son. You went through an accident, maybe it was something unintentional. You went through a very tough breakup. You were hurt by somebody. You had gone through, some accident, right, or some hurt, and you were so scarred from it on this earth. But then in heaven, you will look back. You can look at them face to face, eye to eye, and have such compassion for them, and to have a conversation, to have such a oneness in community and one body, because you're in heaven, and in heaven there's no sin, there's no past hurt or these negative things that are affecting you. And so a lot of us right now, we're living in life, and especially as I reflect on relationships that I've had, whether it's girls or just friendships, different people that have kind of come in and out of my life. Some people I can't really ever talk to again. Some people, it's just awkward if they just reach out. There's just a lot of circumstances, right? And a lot of it's not necessarily bad blood. It's just that the case for whatever happened throughout your course of separating through one path in life, and you walk down another path, and just distance from geography and maybe a circumstance, a community, whatever it is, you're just moving forward, right? And so it's hard, it's awkward, it's weird to be able to re-engage them. You don't have time. You move on with the family, you raise kids and things like that. So you never have that oneness, right? And so I always reflect on, some of the communities, the groups that I had in the past, and how one day in heaven, we're just gonna get together, and that group of friends, that niche group, we're gonna get together, we're gonna talk, we're gonna have a good time, we'll fellowship, and we'll do things in heaven, because you won't have all this awkwardness. You won't have, the seasons of life that have affected you, for which you moved on from, and all these different things, right? People change, people, divert, and things like that. And so if you're in that place right now where you're reflecting on, a past relationship, a past person, you're reflecting on just the hurt that you've had, that you've received, and you're wondering if you can, move forward, you can have something, in the future. It may not be that in this lifetime. You may not have that in this lifetime, and you just have to let it go, and you have to move on from it, because one day in heaven, especially in heaven, you will have that. We will have a body, a community, a oneness, a unity, a love, a graciousness that just abounds all things, because we're in heaven. We're in a place where just the Holy Spirit reigns, God reigns, Christ is at the center, and we're gonna, especially if we make it to heaven, right? If we have salvation, we will have that at one point. And so in this lifetime, you can't fret it. You can't hold on. You can't be latched onto things. You can't be moping. You can't be, doing things. You have to mourn. Yeah, you can move through that period. You can move on from it. You can heal from it. You can move on. You may not necessarily fully get over it, but one day you will in heaven. And so I want to encourage a lot of you guys, because as much as I was hurt and I had a tough time many years ago, I just found it in some sense comical that the Lord gave me this dream, and he was just reminding me of how it would be in heaven, how it would be, in a place where you have no pain, no guilt, no remorse, no, any of these past memories that affect you. And so one day you will have that as well. And you may not look at this situation, your own circumstance, your breakup, your backstabbing, your, accident, whatever it is that somebody betrayed you in, hurt you in, scarred you with, whatever it is, right? Those things will be moved on from, and you won't have that. And so I want to encourage a lot of you guys, because, You don't have to hope for something to work out maybe in a few years after some time. You don't have to be latched on, held on to something, because you will have that eventually in heaven. But God wants you to move forward and pray through it. Pray through your situation. Pray through how God would move you forward from it, how he could heal you from it, how he can just get you to overcome, right? And so to each their own, you guys have your own stories. But for many of us, we just need a reminder that this earth, this place, it's filled with just, emotional baggage, just pain, sin, and things like that. And you will never have that in this lifetime. You will have it in the future. And I pray too, one day, as I look back on previous friendships and, Bible study groups and cell groups and, crushes and, different things that I had gone through, for which right now it's just awkward. Any amount of time you pass, it'll just be weird. And so at one point in heaven, we're going to have that. We're going to have community. We're going to have, a sense of oneness. And so don't worry about it. Let go. Allow God to move you forward, and to be excited about your future, because God opens doors. God opens opportunities, and he's going to move you forward through the difficult circumstances. So God bless you guys. Hope this encouraged you, and I will talk to you guys very soon.